right, let's see. We got the pulsation going here. See if we can stop that. All right, adjust it a little bit. Hey, this is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to our Seaver Replay, 1970 Seaver Replay, using classic APBA cards from the early 70s. Dick Seitz is the creator of this game back in the 50s, 40s, really, late 40s. I think he put it out on the market in the early 50s. So this game has been around a while. And it's going to be the Padres at Shea Stadium here in Game 4 of the Seaver Replay. Arcia leading off. He's a shortstop. Kelly at third base. Gaston batting third, the center fielder. Batting fourth is Ferrara in left field. Batting fifth is Colbert. The first baseman. Batting sixth is Campbell. Second baseman. The right fielder is Morales. The catcher batting eighth is Barton, and batting ninth is Corkins, the pitcher. Corkins is a DYW, which means he's got some strikeout ability, and he also has a wild streak, which he'll walk batters. Tommy Agee leading off for the Mets. Harrelson, then is Boswell in the third hole. Jones is cleanup. Shamsky's in the fifth spot. Shamsky's in right field. He also plays first base. Foy, the third baseman, batting sixth. Seventh is Steady Eddie Kranepool. Lifelong Met, Jerry Grody, batting eighth. And then Tom Terrific, batting ninth. He is a B and an X and a Z. So on paper, the Mets have the advantage. Seaver's lost his last two starts, won his first start, 2-hit shutout, but lost his last two. And last inning, he was beat up pretty badly. Last game, rather, he was beat up pretty badly and gave up, I think, 6 runs. But we're right about to get started here, and let's see if the Tom Terrific can get back on track. And here goes. The way you play APBA is you just roll 2d6 and you read the larger red die first. And that's a 45, so that's going to be a base on balls. So Seaver loses Arcia, and he heads down to first base. We're going to try a bunt since it is 1970 at 25, and that's a 14. What is that going to be with a runner on first? We got a whole booklet here. It's hilarious. APBA created a whole book just for bunting. 14 says base on balls. Runner to second. So runner, that's back-to-back walks. Oh, actually, it's not. You know what? I'm going to say it's a ball because Seaver's a Z pitcher, and usually when there's a runner on first, he will not walk a batter. So we're going to roll again. That's ball 1. And again, he's going to square to bunt, and that is going to be a 13. Wow. Wait a second. Kelly's terrible. What a terrible card he has. A 13 is a foul strike. Again, he's going to square to bunt, and that is ball 3. Again, he squares. 31 is ball 4. So he does walk in the end, puts runners on first and second. All right, Gaston. The fly to left, 1 out. Next is the Bull of Ferrara, Alfred John Jr. from Brooklyn, New York. Hey, the Bull. And it's a 31, and that's a base hit. It's going to load the bases. They stop Arcia at third. So Seaver's gotten off to a rough start. And here's the power hitting Colbert. Well, Colbert, he's got a 1 on 11 and a 1 at 66. So Seaver better proceed with caution against Colbert because he can launch one out of the park and put the Padres up 4-0 just like that. And here's a pitch, and it's a 52-27. And with the bases loaded at 27 is going to be a strikeout. So that's a second out of the inning. Big K for Tom Terrific. And here's Campbell with a 52, and that's strike 3. And the side is retired. Wow. So Seaver, after struggling a bit there, no runs, 1 hit, gets out of that inning. Go to the bottom of the first. Here come the Mets with Tommy Agee. It's a deep fly ball right field. On the run is Morales, and he tracks it down. Got a good jump on that ball. Read it well off the bat. Harrelson. And that's a base on ball. So Harrelson down to first. And here we have Kenny Boswell. We're going to try a hit and run. And that's a 42. It's a 13. There goes Harrelson, and I believe that's going to be a stolen base. Runner on second. Boswell with a 24, and that is runner on second. 24 is a ground ball, second base, excuse me, over to first, and that allows Harrelson to move to third. 2 down. And here comes Cleon Jones. Pitch to Cleon, a 64, and that's strike 3. Curveball gets Cleon, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. We go to the top of the second. Playing a game here before the World Series, before I watch the World Series. That's a strikeout. Morales downswing. Barton, the catcher, with a deep drive. Grabs, that's going to be deeper than I thought. Left center field, and back goes Jones to the track. Looks up. That's out of here. 1-0. 1-0 San Diego. Barton connects off Seaver. Here's the pitcher, 31, and that's ball 4. So Seaver off to a rough start here. Walked 3 so far. And here's Arcia with a 63, and that's a flat to right. 2 down. And here's Van Kelly, 51, and that is a ball. Van Kelly again with a 43. And a 29 is going to be a comebacker to Seaver, feels his position, and throws out Kelly. But the Padres strike first, and they're up 1-0. Shamsky's leading it off. He's a left-handed batter. It's going to be ball 4, so Shamsky on at first, and Foy's going to bunt 32, and that's going to be a successful bunt because that's a 26 result, and that says out at first 3-4. So sacrifice, runner to second. And steady Eddie Cranepool. Here's the pitch to Cranepool, snake eyes, and that is line base hit. That's going to score Shamsky. Shamsky should be decent speed because if he's S, he's out at home. And Shamsky is S. He's thrown out at the plate. Shamsky 8-2, thrown out at the plate. He does not score. And Cranepool, I believe, batted to second, goes to second base on the throw home. And here's Jerry Grody with 2 out. 55, and that is line base hit. And Cranepool is going to try to score, and he will. RBI, and that is a 7, drives in number 7. So the Mets have tied it up. And it's Tom Terrific, 63, and that is a fly ball right field. And that is going to be out number 3. So Tom lifts one to right. Right there is Morales. He squeezed it for the out, but the Mets pick up a run on 2 hits. All right. Gaston is up against Tom Terrific, and that's lifted to center field. 1 away. Ferrara's up next here in the top of the 3rd, and he swings and misses at a Seaver fastball. That is strikeout number 4 for Tom Terrific. And Colbert, he swings and misses. Back-to-back Ks, no runs, no hits, easy inning for Seaver. And here is Tommy Agee, pitch from Corkins, and he strikes out. Buddy Harrelson's next, and that's a fly to center over to his left is the left fielder Ferrara. Makes the catch, and at 14, can of corn to left field. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 4th. APBA is a game that plays very, very quickly. You can get seasons for between $30 and $60, depending on what season it is. This is going to be a base hit off of the bat of Campbell. A little ground ball that gets through the left side, past the outstretched glove of Buddy Harrelson. And here's Morales, and he's going to square the bunt, and that is going to be a good bunt. The 9 is a 5-4 sacrifice. A lot of bunting, in, especially with these teams here in 1970, so I don't feel bad about bunting. Here's Barton, and that is a 34 with a runner on second, and that's a high fly infield. And that is at second base. That is Boswell. Makes the catch. Pop 4, 2 out. And here's Corkins, Mike Corkins. He walked in his first at bat, and that's going to be a base hit single. I can't believe that. That's going to be a base hit single. And against a beat pitcher, that's going to be S out at home, batter to second. So Campbell, I don't believe Campbell's an S, but this is going to be a run. Yes, it is. So the little blooper off the bat, and that's going to be an RBI for the pitcher. Scoring is Campbell. It's 2 now. A home run. The home run and the uh, the single by the pitcher Corkins puts the Padres up 2-1 here in the top of the fourth. And Arcia with a 45. That's ball and a 23, and that is a ground ball to third base. He goes to the short way for the force, and that retires the side. But they pick up a run on 2 hits, and it's 2-1 Padres going into the bottom of the fourth. Here's Jones, Cleon Jones, who batted 281 in 1970, and it's Shamsky, the lefty, and then Foy, the new third baseman for the Mets. That's a 15. And a 15, they got a left fielder who's a 1. That's going to be a error, fly ball, and that's going to be off the glove, off Ferrara's glove, and that's going to be a 2-base error. That puts Jones at second base. Here's Shamsky, pitch to Shamsky, 26, and that's a fly to right. And let's see if we can get Jones to third base. Fly to right, the right fielder is a 1 as well. And that is, he does move to third. So we got 1 out, runner on third base now. And here's Foy, and fields back. I don't play field until the 5th, and that's ball 4. So runners on first and second, Eddie Kranepool. Here's the pitch. Oh, that's going to be a 15, and that's a 9. Let's see what that's going to become. It's a single over second. 1 runner scores out of the second. So RBI single. It's going to be an unearned run. A runner to second base. So an RBI, that is, drives in 4. First and second now. So it's Eddie Kranepool with 2 hits today. And here's Jerry Grody. 61. That's a ground ball hit hard at the shortstop. This is going to become a double play. And it's a 4-6-3 hit up the middle. Second baseman gets to it. 4-6-3 double play, inning over. But the Mets tie it with 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error, top of the 5th. See if Tom Terrific can settle down here. And that is a 41 hit. Kelly, the ground ball to short. Harrelson throws him out. Gaston, and he grounds hit hard up the middle. Will Harrelson get to it? He does. Spin around, a throw to first. In time, low throw, scooped out by the first baseman, Kranepool. And Ferrara with a 54, and that's lifted to right. Right fielder Shamsky settles under it, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Tom Seaver. So settled down nicely here so far in the 5th inning. And Seaver leads off with a 15, and that's going to be a base hit. So Seaver's on at first. Next batter is Tommy Agee. Tommy Agee has some power, so we're not going to bunt with him. And that is a hard hit ball at the second baseman. It's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. They turn it. And that's going to be Campbell to Arcia to Colbert. Buddy Harrelson, and he lines one, base hit, left center field. So Harrelson is on base, and here's Ken Boswell, 22, and off goes Harrelson with 2 outs, and he's going to make it to third. First and third, base hit for Boswell. And 2 outs, first and third, and here's Jones, and that's a fly ball left field. Coming on is Ferrara, makes the catch. Mets no runs on 3 hits. And we go to the top of the 6th. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's a swing and a miss. That's Seaver's 4, 5. Five, 6 strikeout of the game. Here's Campbell. Campbell with a 62. He swings and misses at a Seaver fastball. Number 7 for Seaver. And with 2 outs, here's Jerry Morales, and a 31 is a strikeout. So Seaver striking out the side in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's all tied at 2. Here's Shamsky leading it off, and that's a drive. And that ball is deep to right center field, and back goes the right fielder Morales to the track, looks up, and that's gone. Big home run for Shamsky, drives himself in. Solo shot, that puts the Mets up 3-2. Here's Foy, 13, that's ball 4. And Cranepool is going to bunt, 33, and that's going to be a good bunt. Runner at second with 1 out. We got a runner on second. Here's Grody. All right, here's a pitch, and that is a fly to left for out number 2. Easy catch for Ferrara, and Seaver with the opportunity. And he lines one base hit, and that's going to score Foy. So the Mets with 2 runs in this inning. RBI single for Tom Terrific, his second single of the game. And now it's going to be a 4-2 game here for the Mets. They're up. Tommy Agee with a runner on first and a 16. And that is going to be a ground ball to short. Arcia throws him out, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. We go to the top of the 7th. Barton leading it off, 62. That's a strikeout. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for the pitcher. It's going to be Steve Hunts. And here's Hunts, the pitch to Hunts. That's a 32, and that's chopped to second. Second baseman. Boswell throws him out. And here is Arcia, the leadoff batter. 56, and that is popped up infield, shortstop, 3 up, 3 down. Easy inning for Seaver, who's retired 10 in a row. We're going to have a new pitcher for the Padres. Let's see who that's going to be. Dukes, Willis. I'm going to bring in a guy named Santorini. Why he's a DYW. And here's Buddy Harrelson. It's a 33, and that's line base hit. So Harrelson with a base hit, his second hit of the game. Boswell's going to bunt. And, at 25, there's a 25 on a bunt is going to be a 2-2-3 double play. That bunted in front of the plate, and before it hits the ground, Barton grabs it, fires to first, and throws out Harrelson, who ventured a little bit too far from the bag. And now it's Jones with 2 outs. And that is a ground ball and through into left field for a base hit. That is his first hit of the game. He's 1 for 4. So Jones is on at first. Here's Art Shamsky. And that is a ground ball to short. And that retires the side. No runs. 2 hits. We go to top of the 8th. It's going to be Kelly with a 62, and that is a fly to right. That's Shamsky out there. Gaston now, a 23, and that's a ground ball to third. 2 down. And it's Ferrara, 31. That's a base hit. That breaks up Seaver's streak of 12 in a row retired. Here's Colbert, so tying run, and that's a deep drive to left field, and back goes the left fielder Jones to the track, to the wall, looks up, and that's gone. Game tied. Top of the 8th, Colbert gets a hold of a Seaver fastball and drives it deep into the night. 2 RBIs. He drives in number 4 and number 5 himself, and the game is tied at 4 apiece. Here's Campbell with 2 outs, and that's chopped slowly to second base. Boswell charges. Bare hands it, throw to first, and safe. No out. Umpire called him out. He thought he was safe. And that's going to be 2 runs on 2 hits, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. So Seaver is allowed. The Padres come back. Colbert got a hold of one, drove it deep into the night. And here's Joe Foy. It's a 26, and that's a strikeout. Eddie Kranepool's got 2 hits today. 21, that's lifted to left. Ferrara makes the catch, and Jerry Grody, base hit. Center field played on a hop by the center fielder Gaston. And you know what? We're going to let Seaver go here. We're going to let Seaver go. There's 2 outs. Here's a pitch to Seaver. That's a 33, and that's rip base hit. That's going to send Grody to third, I believe. Yes, it does. So first and third, Seaver showing what he can do with the stick, and it's Tommy Agee. Here's the pitch from Santorini. That's a base hit. Mets go up 5-4. And to third is Seaver. RBI. That was in number 8. RBI single for Tommy Agee. Yes, sir. Buddy Harrelson now with 2 outs. And there goes Agee. The throw down, not in time. So Agee steals second base. Second and third now. And here's the pitch to Harrelson. And that's a base hit. That's going to score 1 run. And Agee's going to be waved home. Here's the relay, and not in time. 2-run single, 9-1. And the Mets have picked up 3 runs here, and they lead it now by a score of 7-4. Wow. Santorini's getting beaten up a little bit here with 2 outs. And we're going to bring in a new pitcher. Who's it going to be? Let's see. Now, one thing with APBA, they don't tell you who were the guys that really were the main relievers. We're going to bring in a guy named Dave Roberts to pitch to lefty Boswell. So Roberts is going to come in. And Roberts is a C, YZ. And here's the pitch to Boswell, and that is a 36, a 33 with runners on first. 33, and that's going to be a pop-up third base. And that retires the side. So Dave Roberts comes in, and it's last licks. So the Mets pick up 3 big runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits with 2 outs. 2-out rally for the Mets. It's going to be Jerry Morales, and we're going to see a pinch hitter for the pitcher. And that's grounded, hit hard right at Harrelson. He scoops it, throws the first in time. Seaver's still in here. And here comes Ivan Morel. We're going to get Ivan Morel to pinch. Well, now it's still Barton. Here's a pitch from Seaver. And that's ball 4. I believe that's Seaver's 1, 2, 3, 4th walk of the game. And it's going to be Morel here. Morel has some power. And here's the pitch. And that is a 29 is a comebacker to Seaver. He's going to go to second for 1. The throw to first, not in time. Fielder's choice. 2 outs in the top of the order. We're 1 out away from a come from behind Met victory. An exciting game for sure. Arcia with a fly to right, can of corn for the right fielder. Shamsky makes the catch, and the ball game's over. Seaver picks up the win. No runs, no hits in the top of the 9th. Mets win it by a score of 7-4. Total hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits for the Padres and 1 error. For the Mets had 7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 hits for the Mets and no errors. And this game was played April 22nd, 1970. So Tom Terrific is going to pick up the win. He evens his record at 2-2, 9 innings, 6 hits. Strikeouts. How many strikeouts did he pick up here? Picked up 7, 8, 8 strikeouts for Tom Terrific with 4 walks, 4 runs, all earned. and gave up by 2 home runs today. No hit by pitch, no wild pitches. Proves his record to 2-2. This is his 4th start against the Padres. Now come, I think, the Dodgers, and then the Padres again, and then the Dodgers again, if I remember correctly. So it's kind of cool. I played this with the Back to Basics, and now I'm playing with APBA. I learned I was basically practicing the game. All right, so that's about it. So this is CP Cards and Dice with another presentation of our APBA Basic Seaver 1970. I will give you some ERA information and all that as we go. I'm just not doing that yet. It's only been 4 starts, but I have all the paperwork, and I will get the next game going. I believe it's going to be against the Dodgers, and it's the Padres, and then it's the Dodgers again. That's what from memory, that's what I think the schedule says. But I'm using the old classic sacrifice booklet. I'm using the old classic boards. There's certain things that they've updated on the modern boards, but pretty much it's the same. 90% of the stuff is the same. This is the stuff I used as a kid. It's a nice nostalgia, but this is hilarious. I always thought this was funny. Why do you need a whole book for just a sacrifice? Come on. I mean, this is silly. It's overdone too much. All right, so that's about it. This is CP Cards and Dice. Thanks for stopping by. A very quick game. APBA plays very, very fast. 25-minute game. And I'll see you guys later.